Hey y'all, this company PUREWELL sent me this portable reverse osmosis purifier. We just happen to be in an off-grid situation at deer camp. So let's unbox this sucker, see what's in here, and see if this contraption will work for maybe. There's a little creek down the road that has some pretty muddy, stagnant water. We're going to try and drink it and see if we can make that happen. Let's open this up, see what they got in here. Alright, to be totally honest, I've never done an unboxing video, but how hard can it be? Shoot, take it out of the box. Oh wow, it's got this real nice deal. What do we got here? We've got a thing. We have a thing. Oh, cool. It's like a faucet. There's a little spigot. Get out of there. It's a little spigot in a little bag. That's cool. Let me get it out of here with two hands. So in that little bag was a nice faucet. Boy, look at that. That is well made. And this little guy, I'm going to read some instructions, see what goes on with this little guy. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. Next up in our bag of goodies, well, I don't think I have to take this out of the box just yet, is a power cord. Apparently this thing is a power bank also, so I can charge all my stuff with Type-C right there. Okay, to be brutally honest, I did open the box at home just so I could charge this sucker, and the Type-C plug thing comes with a little rubber thing, I guess to keep dirt and debris out. But I didn't take anything out of the box, so this is the first time I'm seeing stuff in there. I did charge the thing because I can't charge it up here in the woods. Alright, what's next? Next is a box of filters. Okay, box of filters. Cool. There's a little angle thing. That must be an extra little angle thing that was in that other box. Copy, got that. Now for what we've all been waiting for. Holy smokes, a carry handle. It's got feet on the bottom. It's got a digital readout screen. It's got a compass. And it's got, under the compass must be, I'm going to have to read some instructions, but wow, that's kind of cool. Alright, if we come around this side, it's got a light. That's pretty awesome. This is a camper's dream. We've got this little rubber stopper that keeps our stuff debris free for our tubes going in and out for raw, pure, and dirty water. Let's dig back in that box. There must be some tubes in there somewhere. Hey, look at that. This bag it comes with has a little zipper in the bottom full of tubes. Alright. So we got our tubes, nothing else in there. Alright, I think that's the unboxing. I'm going to have to break out the instructions. See how to put this sucker together. How about? Almost missed it. On the back side, there's reflector tape. So you shine your light, you see it in the night, you won't trip over it if it's sitting at camp. That's pretty cool. This thing is cool. Man. Copy. Okay, I found where the filters go. You pull this off, and this comes out of here. Copy. Alright, I'm guessing you can replace filters in this contraption. This sucker has reverse osmosis. It has 2 UV lights that kill bacteria in water. This thing has got all the filtration. Should be able to drink salt water, should be able to drink mud water, or things you don't even want to think about drinking and not get a bellyache. Dang, that's cool. Okay, I think we are ready to power this sucker on. That's pretty darn neat. I have a tube coming from here to the filter. Okay, here's our screen. Let's power this sucker up, see what it does. I'm guessing long hold. And, oh, look at that. And we got a full battery. Maybe first thing we should do is see if it wants to charge my phone up. Or something. Oh, I got a little stereo we can try and charge. The light is red. We are charging. Boy, that's cool. I wonder how many hours of charge I can do with this thing. We're going to have to test that out, I suppose. Okay, I'm filming with my phone, but I just plugged in my phone to this thing, and it said super fast charge. So it's got some power running through that sucker. Never seen my phone say super fast charge. I've seen fast charging, but there's a plus. Didn't even have to turn it on. Just plug into my phone, and I'm charging. Dang. Well, I guess it's time for us to go on an adventure and go get us some dirty, nasty water to drink through that thing. Copy. So we are up here at about 5,200 feet elevation, right on the top of the mountain, and we always pack our water in here because water is scarce in these parts. And I was really hoping that this little creek could be running, and it's not. There's no water in it. Boy, we might really be putting this thing to the test. I might have to get water out of an elk wallow. Boy, do I really want to drink elk wallow water. I guess if I was gonna drink elk wallow water, I'd want a reverse osmosis thing to do it, and 2 UV debacterializers. Boy, okay, so I know where there's an elk wallow, but it's like a mile that way, so maybe we'll pack this a mile in, get some water, bring it back, and take a sip of an elk wallow. Ugh. Copy. All right, so I got a better idea than drinking out of an elk wallow, because I'd probably hike all the way in there and it'd all be mud and there wouldn't even be water. But I came up that creek draw we were just at, about a couple hundred yards, to see if I could see where water was at. And there's water, look at that. So ideally you'd have like 5-gallon bucket, or you'd be by a creek side with your family and you just plop that filter in the water on the white hose, and it would suck water into your unit, give you clean water out, and then what it filters and doesn't use goes out the red hose in the wastewater or the dirty water. So all I got's my percolator, and that's what we're using. And if I can hike this thing out of here without spilling it all, that would be ideal. Let's get a bunch. Let's get it to the top, because I'm going to spill some. I just got to be able to get that filter submerged, and we can test it out. All right, that's what we're drinking, folks. All right, let's hike this back to camp, and hopefully we can drink some nice, clean water. This doesn't look cleanish. Cleanish. Boy, I tell you what, it's been about 34 degrees at night. This is some cold water. All right, we're getting there. Haven't hardly spilled a drop. Look at that. All right, we've made it back to camp, and I've hooked up the raw water with this guy, and this little attachment here, you just push it in, and this little flange here will pop out, and then to pull the pipe out, you just push this little ring in, and it'll slide right out. And then in an ideal situation, you're in a river or something, and you got these 2 floats, and this is dangling, so you're not sucking off the bottom of the river, but you're kind of just midway in a puddle or something. So that's handy. All right, we've got let me set this here. We've got our dirty water. Yum. And all we got to do now is make our pure water, PUREWELL, pure water. We're just going to plug it in right here, dunk that filter right there, and I believe we will be turning this sucker on for some clean water. How'd that sound? Hey, what do you know? I found out what this little contraption's for. It's for this, attached to the hose. So let's see if we can see the click. Oh, focus. When I push this on, there's a little ring. There we go, we are attached. And then our clean line goes in like so. To get it out, you push this little guy in, but we're keeping it in there. I think we're plumbed. All right, we are plumbed. So we have raw coming in from our dirty water. We've got our pure water coming out of our faucet, and then in the filtration process, there's some byproduct water, and that's going to dump out the red hose. Bang, that's slick. All right, let's dunk this tube, and then I'm going to set it up so I can pour and drink in one sitting, so you guys don't think I'm cheating or nothing. All right, we are powered on, and it has a flush cycle. All right, so it did its flush and its UV sanitization, and now it says Full water. Oh, don't worry, that's just my blood sugar. Well, it's working. I guess that's all we need to taste it. Push the button once to turn it off. All right. Taste test. Smell test. Smells clean. Tastes kind of sweet. Interesting. Well, PUREWELL, go get you one. If you use my discount code at the PUREWELL website, you can get $100 off of this sucker. My discount code is Jedi100. Type that in there and you get a discount. All right. Thanks for watching, y'all.